Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to Subki Kaksha again, and today we are gonna talk about the third problem in the Codeforces round 957, that is gorilla and permutation. Now here it is given these are the three numbers n, m and k, where m is less than k, and they decided to construct a permutation of length n. So a permutation is like from 1 to n and the numbers are arranged randomly within that. Like the definition of permutation is given over here. It consists of n distinct integers from 1 to n in any order. For example, 2, 3, 1, 5, 4 is a permutation, but 1, 2, 2 is not a permutation as 2 appears twice in the array, and 1, 3, 4 is also not a permutation as n equals to 3 but 4 appears in the array. Now, what do we need to do? The Nubish monk came up with the following function: g of I is the sum of all the numbers in the permutation on a prefix of length I that are not greater than m. Gorilla came up with a function f where f of I is the sum of all numbers of the permutation of prefix of length I that are not less than k. And a prefix of length I is a subarray that consists of the first elements of the original array, and help them find a permutation for which the value of this particular function is maximized, that is f of I and g of I. The sum of f of I and sum of g of I is maximized. Now looking at the test cases, the first line contains the test case that are 10 to the power 4. Okay, n, m and k are within the range of 10 to the power 5, and the sum of n over all test cases does not exceed 2 into 10 to the power 5. Now coming to the question, what all it said. It said there is a permutation we need to construct from 1 to n. There are two functions that are g of I, the sum of prefix of I lesser than m, that is less than or equal to m, and f of I is the sum of prefix I greater than k or greater than equal to the main criteria. Now let's take an example. Given n equals to 10, m equals to 3 and k equals to 8. The permutation is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now we need to arrange them such that the sum of f of I and sum of g of I, the difference between them is maximum possible. So how can we do that? Now there are a few intuitions which we get. The intuition 1 that we can get, we will create the array in parts. Like first we will create g of I or f of I, and then we will arrange the rest. Arrange the rest. So if let's take an example, 10, 9 and 8, or let's take the numbers in reverse. Suppose I am given these numbers 8, 9 and 10, and I want to create a prefix array of maximum sum. Now why do I need the maximum sum? That too, as you can see, since I want to get the maximum difference possible, if I have suppose two sets 1, 2 and 3, and another set is 4, 5 and 6, if I take the minimum over here and maximum over here, that would be 6 minus 1 equals to 5, which would give me the maximum possible. Otherwise, if I take the maximum of this set and maximum of this set, it would be 6 minus 3 is 3, which is not the maximum. So we first need to arrange them in a specific fashion to get the maximum and minimum sets from the array, and then arrange the rest of the elements. So what we can do now, first to find which particular array to get the minimum, which particular to get the maximum. As you can see in this test case, the values of array 2 are greater, so we need to first construct this particular function f of I, because the sum of all prefixes that are greater than k, and in the question it is given m is less than k, so the array of elements which are devised from m would contain lower value than the array of elements which are developed from k. Now coming to this value, what we can do is we can let's take an example. Suppose it is 8, 9 and 10. What we will construct the prefix array, it would be 8, 17 and 27. Now if we take this array 8, 9 and 10, it would be 10, 19 and 27. But of if we add them, the this particular array will give me more sum, that is the max, right? So we need to arrange the values which are greater than or equal to k in descending order, right? So this was the intuition 1, and similarly when we are arranging k in descending order, now getting to intuition 2, we need to arrange all values less than equal to m in ascending order. Now why do we need to do that? Because if we take array 3, 2 and 1 and 1, 2 and 3, it would give me 3, 5 and 6 and 1, 3 and 6. If we add them, it would be 8 and 6, that is 14, and here would be 10. So this is giving me the minimum. So since I need to get two arrays that are maximum and minimum such that it would give me the maximum difference possible, on the basis of this concept, we will arrange all values less than m in ascending order and all values greater than k in descending order. The rest of the elements can be arranged in a similar fashion, like anyhow randomly, because multiple answers are acceptable. Multiple answers are acceptable. Now coming to the time complexity. The time complexity of this algorithm would be order of k for arranging k elements, order of m for arranging m elements, and order of n minus k minus m for arranging the rest. So simply it would run down to a linear solution, that is order of n, which would be the best possible answer for us. So if you have liked the video so far, please like, share and subscribe, because that would make me feel better. Like and share to all those who you think they are working on DSA and CPP problems. I would be posting more solutions of Codeforces and would request you all to do the same as well. Now we will go to the coding section and code out the problem as well. Okay, so in this, what we did in this particular question, we used the scanner class to import the scanner object, or to create the scanner object. Then we initialized all the required variables and the arrays which we needed. Then we took the input as per in the required question format, and then we call this generate permutation function to generate the required string for every given test case for the given values of n, m, and k. Now coming to this generate permutation function, what we did, I created a set of the integers which are not included in the permutation as of yet. So currently it is empty. Then I initialized the for loop and filled all the values in the not included array and initialize the value of max and min. Then we are starting from left, like we are filling the maximum elements, the elements which are greater than k from left side. So in this particular loop, we are filling the elements from the left. Now I started the loop from 0 and it will be running for n minus k. Like if there are two elements, like if k is greater than 8 and n is 10, then it will be running for only two elements, that is 10 and 9, right? So it will update itself to max minus I, and the set would be as per updated. If there's an element that is present in the set, it would be removed as per the value of nums. Secondly, we used a for loop for creating the array from back, like not rather creating the array, putting the values in the array, same array, nums from back. Started with j of n minus 1 and filled it till n minus m. Now, why I did n minus m? Since the indexing begins from 0 and ends at n, if we decrease the value by m, we can fit m elements into the end as well. So I decremented min one by one, and we are moving from the rightmost end to the leftmost. And we similarly updated the not included set as per the cases which we will get as per the values of nums. And we implemented an iterator. We defined an iterator for integer data type that would be running on the elements which are not included in the set, if any. If the set is empty, then this for loop will not run. But if the set is not empty, all the elements would be filled in between the values less than k and greater than m. All the values which are present in between would be filled in the nums, such that then this nums would be sent to another function for getting converted into a string. I will use the string builder, append the nums along with this empty white space since it is required in the output. And for the end case, I would trim it. Like the empty white space at the end would be trimmed out and it would be removed. And if I would run this function, it will give me the required output as per the test case. So this was my implementation. I will be providing the code as well in the description, my link in the GitHub as well. Feel free to reach it out and please like, share, and subscribe to this video. And in case of any suggestions, I'm always open. So thank you very much for watching the channel and have a great time. Bye bye.